Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Uncensored Enlightenment Talk. I guess this is going to be part of my podcast. I know I'm going to be launching a podcast in the next couple of weeks. And I don't know how I'm going to set it up, but it probably, most likely, you ain't going to be seeing my face. I'm going to set it up like a podcast. But because this is my platform and I ask God to give me the discernment, I'm going to ask Him to guide me in this and talking to you guys. Because there's a big difference between discernment and feelings. Now, I'm going to bring some examples up, and it is going to highlight some of the things that happen with the Leviticus spirit that's over Jedediah, but we're not going to focus in on that. But I'm just going to give you an example because people confuse discernment from someone's feelings. Now, sometimes those words can be used interchangeable depending on the person's vocabulary and or their perspective, okay? So when someone says, I have a feeling, that means that it is intuition, not that they're in their feelings. When someone says, oh, I feel some type of way, this, that, and the third, because you have specifically did something and they emotionally respond without having discernment, that's feelings. Let me explain to you. Discernment is not just a feeling. Discernment is the ability to perceive a situation for its substance, its true base, and not face value. Now let's get a little deeper how discernment works. Discernment doesn't just start when you're just a baby. That's intuition. That's the fight and flight. You know, like, damn, something about to happen. Or you just run and you just miss a car. Those are fight or flight. In a way, as a child, we don't have as much discernment. Discernment comes with time. Discernment comes with observation. Discernment, when you're looking and you're discerning something, it's based on a pattern. Let's start there. I'm going to explain to you how my discernment works because some people try to flip the situation and said I was in my feelings. You can feel a way about what you are discerning, but it doesn't mean that you're totally in your feelings. I'm not blinded in the way I'm seeing something and perceiving it. So I'm not in my feelings. But what I will explain, I want to explain that this definitely the Money Boy Trey, because I saw a picture of Money Boy Trey, and when I first saw Money Boy Trey on the screen, I said, yo, something not right with him. He on some bullshit. This is before all of this happened. Now, this came from my discernment, not my feelings because he did anything to me or I'm wrapped up in something. I saw his face. I saw him talking, and I said to someone, oh, he's fucked up. He is a clown. He looks like he's a dick rider. This is my discernment before I even talked to, or even, I never even talked to Money Boy Trey, or even saw him. But I'm giving you example. But when I got in my feelings is when he got on my live and started just capping for Jedediah without listening to everything because he don't totally understand. So that's when you can see the difference from discernment, because my discernment is like when I first saw him, saw the picture, I said, oh shit, something not right with this guy. Like he's an old ass clown. Like just I've seen his type. So it just went right back in my head. And people say, oh, that's judgment. My kids even used to do that. Oh, you're judging people. And every time I say something, it comes to fruition. I'm going to give you another example of discernment versus feelings. Now, how my discernment built up, it's and everybody's discernment's built up. It's about you being observant, paying attention to patterns, Patterns create situations, synchrony, and it happens. It's just the way it is. Usually, people who are bank robbers, rapists, sorry to say that, killers, they research, they follow a pattern, some type of pattern, and this is how they get caught. Okay? The cops don't move on just feelings. Sometimes they get a little intuition, but it end up coming to fruition based on the pattern that they saw. So my discernment to explain, because I do, because I think it's really sad I have to explain to adults what discernment is. It's different when I have to explain it to my children because they're teenagers, and I'll be like, y'all just don't know wisdom. I know y'all children and y'all teens, y'all feeling, I feel this way, and this is, and people don't act like that. It's a good world. I'll be like, baby, oh, my baby's about to be hurt if they don't realize that people usually, most people, and it's sad, they do things for their own benefit. Point blank, period. Now, if they're doing it for their own benefit and no one suffer, that's a good thing. Because that's usually the human like their go-to. And you can't say that you're not that type of person. You get up, you go to work, you do whatever you do, it's for your benefit. No one gets hurt in the process, but that's usually the foundation of it. So I don't look at everybody like, oh, it's just, you're just this type of person. I know in the line you're doing this for some type of gratification for yourself. Now, it depends on what you're doing and how it affects people. There was a lot of mixing up of words from the Levitican spirit about our communication. A lot of those things literally was a plain out lie. And a lot of people didn't have discernment to, one, pay attention to the pattern that this person has consistently and not just in this situation. I saw that in the beginning, but I still was in my feelings. And that's where I'm going to say is the difference. I still was in my feelings and said, fuck, that this person is not that type of person. He can't be that type of person because what I see in front of me is so amazing. It's so entertaining. It's like a light. That's the Levitican spirit. So you see a pattern, you ignore the pattern, and then you get the same results. Specifically, because y'all don't like that word, and I'm going to use specifically without the S because that's how I talk. Money boy Trey. I'm from Newark. You wouldn't even stand a minute walking through there, old man. Okay? I survived with the worst of them. Now, saw the pattern. I ignored it. Now I'm really calling out Money Boy Trey, like, a lot, because I saw this. I saw what type of person he is. And this nigga's a dick rider. He sat there and had a conversation and tried to evaluate something with his little pea of a brain. You have a man lying to you, and then you a dick rider. Let's get back to the discernment. Yes, this is blog night with Grace Levi. You like it, you don't, it's fine. I'm going to speak my piece and make sure that the truth is out. I never was mad at Jedediah because we weren't communicating. I felt indifferent because of the pattern that he was showing. Outside of the pattern of him coming into movements, causing chaos, messing up stuff, acting like he the king and everything, fucking up things, collecting money from people, allegedly some people not getting that money. That was that pattern. But this pattern that I saw was a pattern of a disingenuous person. Now, the first pattern I showed you that gave me discernment was basically based on observation and things that did not happened to me. Because I am an adult, I don't just wipe everything out that happened. I remember. I remember what he did. But I still gave him the opportunity dealing with my feelings and not my discernment. Let's say when we were using feelings and discernment. Okay? Second time I got my discernment kicked up, I've been around people who is disingenuous. It's not just him. I've been around people who fake the funk, who act one way, but they don't really feel that way. Well, they say something. Let me correct that. They say something, but they really don't feel that way, and they don't execute their movements the way they talk. So I started to feel like something wasn't right because you invite someone to be your co-host and then you don't really one, communicate with them to get to know them. Because I told them from the rip when I first talked to them, or the second time, yo, we gotta meet, we gotta talk, we gotta get to know each other. Because I know how I am. I'm a straight shooter. I want you to be comfortable with me. I want you to know what type of shit I'm on. Just know, like, let me give you an example. And I'm being honest. I know people see me and they feel uncomfortable. I say uncomfortable, but it's something that pushes that, like, wait a minute. And I understand that. That is something that I have been, it's nothing I can work on. I mean, like, let me say that. That's a lie because I'm not like Jedediah. I always try to better myself when someone says something about me or I perceive something. So, what I have done over the years, because I know people become standoffish, I'm from Newark. Y'all haven't been where I've been. Newark is like the little Iraq. You're walking in the park, your nice little la. Your life doesn't compare to mine. Okay. So I don't wanna as the blogs go by, y'all gonna realize how much bullets, physical bullets, I have dealt. How much trauma around me I have done the matrix on. I'm a different breed from these individuals. So I come a little different. That's why people say, oh, she rough around the edges. Because I had to do more than just navigate the world. I was in the middle of Chirac. That's what's like Chicago, what they call Chicago, but North, I'm not even talk about, okay? So y'all gonna have to understand that y'all gonna get a different vibe, a different language, and I'm not gonna just bow down because bowing down in Newark is death. I don't look at what y'all look at. Like it's just, oh, we just talking, people just upset. When people get upset and just start talking, people start dying around me from Newark, from Haiti. My life is real. So I don't look at people actions as just a sleight of a hand. Do you understand? Someone sneakiness could be your life because in Newark, where I'm from, we don't fake jacks. We don't smile in someone's face and pretend to be their friend to be next to them. We grind and we do our thing. And if you are enemy or not on the same team, we don't fuck with you, we don't align with you, and we don't play with you. That's how I move. That's how I was raised. Understand where my discernment comes from. So, understanding that I deal with patterns different than what y'all do. People looking at, oh, he just did that one time. Fucky. It's okay. He won't do it to me. I had that green approach for Jedediah. And I ain't have that in a while. I put my guards down knowing all the history that I saw and witnessed those years ago. That's why I was hurt in my feelings, if you want to understand where being hurt comes in from and the difference between discernment, sir and ma'am, whoever is talking the mixed up jibber jabber. Okay? So two things discernment told me. One, pay attention to the pattern. His pattern is toxic. Every time he get into something, it fucks up. These people don't get any real solution. It turns chaotic and he disappeared. All right, this is not gonna happen here. He's on a good foot. Everything's going well. Second discernment was when he was not communicating wholeheartedly. If someone wants to be your partner, someone wants to like co-host with you, you need to get to know them. He's telling y'all specifically, and y'all don't like that word. Maybe I'm gonna stop using it because I'm now a little self-conscious about it, but I just can't pronounce the other word. Fuck it. Anyway, if he wanted to get to know someone, or no, he didn't. If he wanted to do co-host with someone, that is just like you don't jump in business with someone you don't know, you never observe, you don't pay attention. Oh, I don't watch your videos. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know this. Disingenuous. But this is where the discernment kicks in because the action is disingenuous. Peep that. But he admits, and super duper admits, and I got mad love for her because the spirit told me that she real. I don't know. It just told me that she real. And it is what it is. If whatever. Because y'all trying to switch the narrative like she's trying to set this up. And it is not even no benefit. But this is when the third discernment comes in, okay? So now he's not being genuine on a partnership, and I'm seeing that. Then the discernment come in like, wait a minute, mad chaos is coming into this. I'm watching it. I'm watching the pattern. The pattern is coming. Discernment is kicking in. Not my fucking feelings. My feelings was when we were watching him get locked up. And I'm like, oh my God, my bro, da 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 da. That's feelings. But my discernment in the back, when I talked to y'all, I said, who the fuck is behind him? Letting him crash out like this. This is not a good idea. Blah, 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 blah. You wouldn't think that people on his team wouldn't like that. They didn't like that. So the feeling I was getting that something was disingenuous, that someone was just trying to hold on or keep me at bay to see what type of shit I'm on, or for me not to talk about them, was solidified by him and the super producer saying from the beginning that people didn't like me. People didn't like me. So I'm in my feelings, y'all, when my discernment is telling me something not right, something not right. I can't prove it, but what can I do? I can't prove it, but what I can do is back up. My discernment was right. They did not like me. So am I wrong or in my feelings? Okay, let's clarify that for the adults here that want to know the difference between feelings and discernment. So my discernment was saying something not right, something not right. The dude not communicating right. He don't want a real partnership. He's fucking crashing out, doing stupid shit. It seems like he's not listening. How could you have a partner with someone who don't communicate with you, or not a partnership, like a dude be on his platform or whatever we were supposed to do? He don't look like he don't listen. Look like he stay crashing out, doing stupid shit. And something in the back of me like, something not right, something not right. You know what wasn't right? The people in his camp was talking about me. So am I wrong for having discernment, people? And you categorize it as I'm being in my feelings? No, that's the Holy Spirit discernment. But I didn't have any proof. So let's clarify it because you won't spin the narrative. I had no proof. There was no way I could come and talk to you or even talk to him. The same thing I told Super Producer when she hit my phone. Everything that I'm feeling is adding up. When she hit my phone, I was to the point that I'm not fucking with this. I'm not like y'all. When I say I'm not dealing and I make it in my head like, fuck this, I'm done, I'm done. I'm a whole Sagittarius. It is what it is. We're gonna ride, but we ain't gonna die with you. Unless it's the only person I'm dying for is straight Jesus Christ, straight for the righteousness. It's not too, when it comes to righteousness and Jedediah, it's about 20% and 60% ego. And that's the Leviathan spirit. Once he get rid of that, we could fill it up with something else. 20% of a little bit of genuineness, a little bit of sincerity in him, for my motherfucking opinion. Discernment versus feelings. I'm talking about patterns, but you're talking about like I'm just saying, oh, this is how I felt. No, I'm a adult. I'm just explaining this to my kids. My discernment comes from watching patterns, and it leads to the same thing. I was in my feelings at first to not pay attention to the patterns and say, no, he's going to change. He's not going to do this. He's not going to rag people along. No, no, no. It's a good, different person. That's when I was green, as I told y'all, and in my feelings. So about time the super producer called me, I was already over it. I don't play no games. I explained in just the live before everything popped off why I'm so funny with who I deal with my energy and my time. I almost died more than one time behind a reckless person similar to Jedediah. So once I started seeing the pattern and God like, whoa, whoa, stop it. Death in this situation would have been possibly death of my credibility and my reputation, because I would rather fuck up my own reputation than be attached to a motherfucker that's just all over the place and really not changing. I really had to look back like, girl. And Money Boy Trey, that's when I first made the subliminal message, as I stated, young man boy, because you're a child in an old man body, dress like an adult, act like an adult. The first subliminal, and you could say whatever, it was like I'm going a new direction. Listen to that video, because I made a decision that day after watching everything, like I told you, having this nagging ass feeling that people don't like me, people, but that's just me in the inside, like, well, that's just your feelings. But it was solidified by what they said. They did not like me. Why would you tell somebody to be your co-host and you don't hit them back? Or look, he could have hit. It would have been so amazing if Jedediah would have been like, boom, thank you for, putting the videos out there when I wasn't on YouTube. That was amazing. I appreciate the work you do. Keep doing what you do. We're going to be on these YouTube streets. Plain and fucking simple. I didn't ask to be part of his platform. I already knew that I would not fit the criteria, because a lot of the people, no disrespect, that follow him is brain dead. Y'all could come back from the dead. Dry bones could come back. But y'all literally brain dead. I watch the comments. Y'all don't even watch the substance or listen to the substance that they're talking about. You're literally talking about their clothes, how they look, how they make you feel. So when the super producer said to him, and I don't know what word, she could have said, I don't like that bitch. Da, 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 da. She didn't meet me. Because that's one thing I told him. People could see what they say, but what to know me is to love me. And I told him that when I talked to him on the phone. I said someone was sent from other people's camp, and I know I felt the way. I felt like this person wasn't genuine. I felt like they tried to set me up, but she couldn't set me up, in my opinion. And that person feels the way. I'm not about to talk about you. We're going to leave that alone. But in my opinion, I felt after getting to know me that she knew she could not really have anything negative against me and use it against me. My discernment is still saying something is weird about that, but I will give everything to God. Listen with your ears, listen with your heart. So I don't want nobody inboxing me 1,000 words and saying whatever, because you're not in my shoes. Don't inbox me. Girl, I love you, but don't do it, because right now I'm in the fire, and nobody give a damn about what I'm going through. Y'all don't realize that something is weird, that all these channels who don't work together, who get pushed through the algorithm, block little old me. They get 500 views, 600 views. Why would they do that? Now, that's when your discernment needs to kick in. Wow, I'm a fucked up person. I'm on some bullshit. I'm a con artist. Y'all call all the other people that, and y'all still watch them. That cannot be it. Why did they do that? You need to have discernment. So let's go back to discernment versus feelings, because I'm giving y'all a lot of examples so y'all can really see the difference, because y'all got to get into your adulthood and get out of your second childhood. And that's where a lot of you guys are at. This is like a whole like schoolyard. When I'm at work and these girls, they start gossiping and da, and the whole work environment turned toxic like I'm in high school, I exit. That's why I do contracts, because I don't acquiesce to the bullshit and the toxicity. So what I was seeing was toxicity and BS and disingenuousness coming from Jedediah. Highlight disingenuousness. Now, I know y'all probably like, well, it don't matter. It's her feelings, not his. Obviously, he built some type of relationship with the super producer that made her feel that they were more than just, as he say, that's just my producer. I don't talk to her like that. Yeah, but made her feel like that was her friend. To this day, she don't talk about his fucking business. I think she has an archive of dirt on him, and she won't even tell me. That's how still loyal she is to a person who will tell everybody that she just worked for me. I don't give a fuck about her. I don't even talk to her. And this is the person who y'all said is genuine. When so you could say, oh, the super producer was just in her feelings. Nah, 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 nah. She probably was just like me. Probably didn't let her discernment kick in just as fast as me. But you got to think about the person who takes advantage of that. You won't see no wrong in nothing he do. The person who takes advantage of that and then try to misconstrue the whole situation and mix it into one big dog pile and lie. So Money Boy Trey, the first subliminal message that I sent, and it wasn't even totally for him, it was representation of my platform. Sir, and I can say what I want, when I want, how I want to on my platform, young man. Okay? I said, I'm going a new direction. That was because of the inconsistency of communication. I'm not beat. I deal with real partners where we deal with logistics, planning, real shit. This shit with Dalton ain't no joke. This ain't no fly by night. When I did my interview with Cara, I spoke to her for days before. I set up questions with her. I wanted to know her baseline. I wanted to know what was her objective so I can help bring that to the light. I took my time to respect that woman, okay? I have a different way of doing stuff. So when I saw he was too loose, I said, fuck it, I'm going to go my own route. That was the first subliminal message. Go watch that Money Boy Trey, since you talk on something that you don't fucking know. You're evaluating something. You don't even have an evaluated, like your mind can't even analyze shit. I can tell. You a whole bobblehead. I saw it. And now I'm going to get you, because you shouldn't have disrespected me. You should have just shut the fuck up and not be a dick rider. But now I'm going to just, you know what I'm saying? Just ride you a little bit, you big old clown. You the main one. Everybody else, I don't care. You, it's something about you. Then I'm just going to get you. Now, so when I had that point, and I made that video, I was already at the Sagittarius, Grace Levi. Don't do it. Walk the hell away. Protect yourself. Because one, if something happened, this was another eye-opening moment. He did not have to take up for me, because I can take up for myself. But if you genuine and you like, yo, they about to come after her, she knows that. He didn't allegedly don't know, because it's all about him. Y'all don't see it's a problem when someone only thinks about them, and then you base your decisions based on, you make clinical decisions based on someone observation. That is the first mistake you make in healthcare. I'm gonna just tell you that. If a tech give me a blood pressure and that shit low, I'm going over there taking a blood pressure myself and make sure before I treat with medicine or do anything. That's in opposition to what Jedediah did as being immature and taking what his people's been saying allegedly, and not seeing it for himself. But also, as we have to remember, the whole team from day one said, I don't like her, I don't like her, I don't like her. And y'all said that I was in my feelings for having discernment that somebody didn't like me, didn't like me. It was just the feeling. I can tell, I can walk in the room. Listen, I got to be on point. Do you know I walked in rooms with 10 to 15 bitches that wanted to fight me? Do you know I got jumped by 10 bitches and knocked 5 out at the same time? How? Discernment. Somebody going down. I'm not about to die in here. That's my discernment. I look at things much different than y'all. It's life or death for me. It's good or evil for me. There's no in between for me. So that's where my discernment and my feelings meet. So I can set the tone for me. I will never let no Money Boy Trey and Jedediah set on a live and try to evaluate me. I'm about to let y'all know now. Take this and cut this up. Okay? Discernment versus feelings. But my discernment was right. It was right about Money Boy Trey. It was right about Jedediah and the people around him not liking me. It was right about Jedediah mother. Yeah, you want to talk about mothers. Yes, I'm going to bring his mother up because he should not bring his mother on his platform to cap for him, knowing that you are the foundation of his toxicity. You are the foundation of his toxicity. If my son was like Jedediah, I'd be like, yo, get the fuck out of here. You better go handle that. I know what you are. You better get it together. That's like having your son a cheetah, a dog, and you hide for him. I told my son since a little boy, don't you ever bring 3, 4 women in here because I'm going to fuck it up. I've been a woman before anything. I'm a human being before anything. And you're going to be a righteous man. So whatever you're going to do, you're going to do that shit out of here. And guess what my son don't do? He don't bring none of that bullshit and he don't live like that. So Jedediah behavior is a direct reflection of his foundation, and that's his mama. Now let's get to it. She is out of pocket for trying to even suggest that the super producer had mental illness or whatever she was trying to say. It shows how messed up you are as a pastor. That this lady's setting, she, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to tell you, she won't. I'm going to tell you. We were talking good. I said, not even good, whatever. I told her, whoever around him, the same thing I told in front of y'all, I told the super producer, it's the same fucking words. I don't bounce. I said, whoever around him is letting him crash out. Who is doing this? Nobody's letting him crash out. Everybody tells him good. That's what she tell him. He do his own thing. Okay? Okay? His mama letting him crash out. The people around him letting him crash out. And then she tries to even take up for his mama in the middle of this conversation. I'm going to tell you what I said. I'm going to tell you what I said, and the super producer could say I said it. I said, I've been watching his mama. I don't know about that. I said she looked like a prosperity teacher straight before. And what did the super producer say? No, she's not like that. No, she's an amazing lady. She prophesied off on, just good shit. This is the fire that I have to stand on based on my intuition. It be literally discernment and I have no proof. And that came to fruition that she's a fucked up individual. Why would you do that? That lady sat in your ministry. She told me like, yo, you need to come and sit in on a Sunday talk. She's good. She be prophesizing to people. She got a good word. I don't get that feeling. Every time I say I have a feeling, I had discernment, because I'm just trying to tell you the difference. When I say feeling in this aspect is the discernment, like something not right because I just don't know. The super producer will say to me, no, it's not like that. And I'm divulging more. I don't give a fuck. And it's not her business. This was our conversation and me asking her, me saying this to her. She never told me none of Jedediah shit. And I know she know more. I can't wait till she get tired of him. He better and leave her alone because she could bury you. And the other people from your camps. They can bury you. That's how toxic you are. And guess what? I don't have the proof. It's cool. That's based on my discernment. Okay? How about that? So she says to me, the super producer, no, come to her thing on Sunday, da da da. In my head, I'm a whole Hebrew. I read the book for myself. I have been through so many different religions, studying about them, watching the people, watching the pastors, watching these individuals. I studied them and I can see. And I said, oh, she on that prosperity teaching. I never explained that to super producer what that mean, but let me explain to you what that mean. She's on the same shit that Jedediah is. Prosperity. Oh, yeah, you gonna be blessed. God gonna bless you. If you help with this, you do that. That's prosperity teaching. God's gonna bless you. Not if you give me money. They could do another way too. Just fill your head up with, yeah, I see evil around you and people around. They be straight. It be the same line they use with different people depending on what point of life they see the person is at. It's not a lie. You can tell when a person broken from a relationship with a man just by the things they say. Pick up and use that. I'm a nurse. I take psychology. So I know when people, um, I know when people using mind fuckery. I studied this. So that's why when I left that last video for y'all that said that when I have discernment, the people who are of the devil, of the others, they have discernment of me. That's what was going on in Jedediah camp. They like, we can't control her. She's not going to take our bullshit. She's not going to run with the narrative. I don't like her. And even if it was true at one point that super producer said that, even if she did, when she met me, just like many people do and give me the chance and really talk to me, they like, damn, she the shit. She a good ass person. She ride or die. But originally, what you see is my self-defense, what life has made me. I'm Haitian, so Haitian people, we always got the thinking face on, so we be looking more meaner than we actually are. That's something I be fixing that's why my face be on mute now. I know how to control that because people be like, "Ooh, she look mean," and as soon as I talk, they be like, "Oh, she's nice," and then once they see that, they try to take my kindness for weakness. And that's where I don't play no fucking games because my kindness is kind and people can take it to the point like, yeah, we just gonna rag her, but I'm seeing you. And I won't even let you get that far at this point because I've been through so much that I literally stop you in your heels. Just like I just did when I made that first live and said I'm going a different direction. Never mentioned his name, but I did mention the fact that nobody took up for me when LNC started talking about me. Nobody. So I felt like, damn, I put myself in a fire for this jigger in his situation, and he can't even make a word or nothing. That's fine. I take that because I'm from the hood. I'm straight. I'll take these punches. But I'm not about to be in this no more. So Money Boy Trey, that was the first subliminal. Let's get that together and why I did that because I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I see when somebody don't have my back, and it was confirmed that they were talking about me in his camp from day one. So I'm wrong? So I'm wrong, y'all? Now, that was the only subliminal. I left it. You don't make no sense, y'all. Y'all don't make no sense. Y'all see what the man do. He make all these promises about what he gonna be part of, what he gonna be part of, and all of a sudden, kablooks. Either it's drama or nothing happens. Either it's drama or nothing happens. I was hoping that the Andrew Holmes was gonna do something. But once I really started seeing it for what it was, I was like, no, 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 no. Now let's clarify this. He said something on his live. He said that I called him and asked him about the FBI thing and da da da. That's a lie. None of the conversation happened like that until the day I got to Cara House. Because, like I said, about time the super producer called me 2 weeks earlier, I already made the decision that I wasn't fucking with him. I made that no matter what. I will say the good things he did, but I wouldn't be part of that. I made that decision on the first subliminal live that Money Boy Trey trying to make like, oh, I'm on some BS. No, whatever. It's my platform The people that follow me, they probably wondering why, like if I was going to stop talking about people who doing things a little different. I told them that I'm going to do another direction. That's my right. That's my platform. So then you got his people allegedly briefing him, but he can't never give you a date. I asked him, what's the date? What's the timeline? That's when you know somebody's a liar because they have no timeline. Women, if your man can't give you a timeline of where he's at, what he's been doing, he's lying. Okay? Okay? Okay. So let's clarify that. I was already done in my head. Why I decided not to talk to him. And y'all saying, oh, that's childish. I don't have to talk to Jedediah. He ain't no king in my fucking eyes. Once you show me that you weird, you shady, and you getting in mad trouble and all type, and there's a possibility you mess with the feds because you keep saying it, I don't want to talk to you. Why do I have to feel uncomfortable that this nigga keep talking about IP addresses and looking through people's cameras and shit? And I don't know where he stand with me because he weird, trying to figure me out. So can you see where I'm coming from? Why I'll be like, fuck this. This nigga not about to be doing. I don't know. He on some weird time. I don't want none of this. All I want to do is teach, elevate. It's called touch, heal, and go. That's my theory. All I do is touch, heal, and go. I've been doing this for almost 11 years as a nurse. That's all I want to do. I don't even know my patients' names when I leave. They patient in 104. And they be like, I love you, Lashley. I love you too, peace. And they doing well. They healed. I kept them alive. I taught them stuff. That's all I want to do. Touch, heal, and go. I don't need y'all to idolize me. Why? Because so I could get to meet God and he'd be like, I've led people astray. I don't even want that. I don't even want that. Do you know how many pastors and preach that's in the abyss? Allegedly, from what I've been watching, and y'all can say whatever, the life after death, everybody keeps saying the same thing. I'm seeing a pattern. There's a section for everyone, and there's a section for fake prophets. And they're all there burning in hell. I really listened to this person's story, and this man literally said he spoke to God and said, listen, I spoke your word. I did what I was supposed to do. And he said, in his whatever he was going through, he saw the pure people that he preached to, and whatever premonition or whatever he was going through, they were yelling, screaming at him. Their faces was melting off because they were going into the abyss, following his words. In his premonition, and this is what made me real funny. See, I don't just watch people stuff like that. Ain't me. I be like, shit, I learned. I don't want to be burned. That's me. So I'm like, yo, God keeps showing me this. Like, because I know I got the word. So I know I need to lead correctly. I don't even want to be a leader. Okay. In the last part of this man premonition, or whatever he went through, this, surviving death. His kids came to him and said, Dad, why did you do this to us? Why did you do this to us? And they were burning in hell too. And that was just a nice story of fake prophets. And how that can lead to you burning in hell by association. Because the Leviticus spirit mutates your mind. I'm putting it out there. Other people talk about this Leviticus spirit. Go look it up. It aligns to what Hinyard does and Jedediah. And they can be saved. But right now, they need to be exposed for the truth. Okay? So discernment versus feeling. Do y'all get an idea? Do you understand what? Yes, I have feelings, and I'm human, and I'm supposed to. And you can't take that away from me. You can't take that away from the super producer. But I have discernment, just like everybody else do. But my shit is on 1,000. First discernment, I knew people didn't like me. Tell me I was wrong. He admitted. Second discernment, nigga got a pattern. Tell me I'm lying. Is this not the same thing? Other people who's close to him, I got a comment. This is the same thing he did to Shannon. I don't know who that is. Shauna, I don't know who that is. I think that's the name. Go look at my comment. This is somebody that he know that made this comment about him. Discernment or my feelings? Is this discernment or my feelings? Discernment comes from a pattern that you observe and you make an adult decision. Or let's say let me say not adult decision. Discernment is the pattern that you see and notice, and once the spirit notice it and don't want you to go through it, it's like something not right, something not right, something not right. When I say the same feeling that you get from when your boyfriend or your wife is cheating, when I say this, the same feeling that you get from your boyfriend or wife cheating, 6 IQ, Blackie, this person BLM, he just, people in the middle of the night don't know what they're saying. But discernment, as I'm telling you guys, discernment is the pattern that you see, and something comes over to you like, or it comes to you just like I said, like a man and a woman, and you know that your husband cheating, or you feel something. You can't prove it. That's discernment. A lot of people go through that and they end up being true, but you be like, you and your feelings, the narcissist, the gaslighter, the cheating husband will be like, you and your feelings, it's just you're delusional, and you're looking at my phone, you're looking for stuff. Don't that sound like, don't that sound, I'm giving y'all examples. That's what discernment is. Don't discredit someone's discernment and then it comes through true. So the third one was that his mother wasn't right. I said that and she still took up for him. Y'all gotta see how that feel when you looking at somebody that you got mad love for. Like, damn, I'm like, yo, I got mad love for the super producer. She gonna do whatever she need to do. I know she got her own feelings. She adult. We good. We just move on. We agree not to disagree. And who comes on his platform and try to downgrade a woman who was literally really admiring what you were doing. She said, come to her stuff on Sunday. I said, oh, I got quiet. I'm not about to listen to someone who can't even read a whole section of the book and break it down to me. I need to break down the stories of the Bible. I'm not about to hear you prosperity speak. That's why I don't follow people. I don't play with these pastors. Listen, I'm in the Word. Like, I read this stuff like a storybook, and y'all over here playing with it. Just like he said, oh, I'm going to go pastor at this gospel event, or he invite me to a God. Y'all invite a heathen that don't even know the Bible, that say he got to brush up in the Bible, and he's still fighting his sins. And I'm going to talk about those type of sins because we all fighting sins. But baby, if this was a video game and God did things like a video game, as soon as you stepped in that church, you'll just burn up in fire. Spontaneously combust. You better be glad God got more for us. You better be glad, especially the way you did people, especially to know how much the super producer. I love her. She crazy. She still got love for you. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I love everyone. I'm going to take care of you, handle my business, get the fuck out. But there's a strong line where I don't give a fuck. I don't care. The person curse me out, do they thing. I put their IV in. You good, boo? Fuck you, bitch. Okay, have a good day. I don't care. I don't care. Nursing has made me don't care about none of y'all fucked up behavior. But I will correct you if I have to. I love you, super producer, but that's one thing I can't stay on your side with when you have this undying loyalty. Yup, and I'm still saying it. While he kicks her back in, she still got love for him. Y'all don't understand what's really happening here. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, now let me just clarify this, because people just ridiculous. They don't see it. My discernment, well, my feelings kicked into this. My feelings did kick into this. The last straw for me was I already saw him dropping subliminal messages about the super producer to discredit her. I was seeing it from when she took a sabbatical, a whole week away from them. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even rock with her throughout her sabbatical. She was doing her thing, whatever she was doing. And y'all niggas started acting weird to her. You know it, Jedediah. I, myself, Well, y'all can say, "Oh, it's just my feelings. He didn't do nothing to me." I'm not stupid like y'all. I'm not the super producer, but the rest of people, because I love her. She just got a heart. I ain't gonna call her stupid, but I'm not stupid. I don't need to be burnt by a fire when I see the pattern. I did nothing to her. No, you just being you. I saw you for who you are. I stepped back. You try to basically get in or control the narrative. I don't even know. Everything would have been left alone from the time where I told the super producer when she tried to set us up with a meeting. I said, it's good. It's nothing for us to talk about because everything is basically based on my intuition. Let me stop saying feelings because y'all bitches keep thinking, she said that feelings. He did not call. No, 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 no. He's weird. Partners don't do that. People are more constructed together. They have more of a plan. And if it's not, then it's okay because he's not on my thinking capacity. And I look at business different. So that even says that we still can't do business because I don't move like that. So even if it was me because he didn't call, whatever, I just don't move like him. So at the end of the day, it was not going to work. And the people around him that basically said that I don't fit that platform were right. But if they were saying that they don't like me, that was the problem I was feeling because you don't like nobody that you don't know. Right. So what got me, and this is where my feelings come in, because I'm not trying to be an advocate. Guess what? I'm born advocate. I'm a whole advocate. My whole life is advocate. I'm not trying to be an advocate. This is where God made me an advocate. I didn't even know it. That's the first step to nursing is patient advocacy. That's all I've been taught and know is to advocate for people. Since a little girl, I've been the person, and my mother can tell you, most of my fights I got into is because I was taking up for somebody. I literally got kicked out of 2 schools because I used to fight because I'll be taking up for people. And she'll tell you I'll come in, have nothing to do with it, but I end up walking in. Like, for instance, let me give you an example. And I think this is what happened, and an example of what happened today. Happened with them. This is, and I told God, I got to stop this pattern. I know when I'm wrong. I'm like, but maybe it happened for a reason. My pattern. Let me give you an example. I was in school. I was in 9th grade, and there was 11th grader there. And it was 11th grade, 9th grade. They had us in the same gym, and we took gym together. And this 11th grader, her name was Faja, Muslim chick, and she was messing with this other girl. Now, mind you, I'm between the cool kids and the nerds. What they call nerds, the smart kids, because I will get suspended for doing something stupid like Jedediah, like pull a fire alarm, some stupid shit, but I'll be having A's. I have A's. I literally got kicked out of a technical school with a 4.0. How about that? Okay? So this same school, we had gym together, and the girl, Faja, wanted to fight the 9th grader. 9th grader, like, basically, I don't know the girl. She not in my class. It's a nice girl. I just, like, felt bad for her. I'm like, yo, what's up? Oh, I'm scared to go home because Faja want to fight me. Da-da-da. This 11th grade, and I'm in 9th grade. Now, mind you, I'm in Newark. I'm at this technical school, but I'm from the hood. So all my hood people come up to the school every day. My niggas come from the other school to come up to beat up people. They do their thing. I just be sitting there like, not me. That's why I'm used to this position between smart people, between people who are book smart and people who are considered cool. I'm used to this. So what ended up happening? And let me see. I hope my phone don't be muted when I do that. What ended up happening? Let me put my phone on charger. Is that we was outside, and I told the girl, "Don't be afraid." She didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do, and that's why I had to apologize to the super producer and apologize to Cara because they didn't know what I was gonna do. That's none of this is on them. It's all on me what I did. I'll take full responsibility. So I got in between the 2 girls, and I said, "Baddest girl hit my hand. Baddest man hit my hand." Now the girl looking at me, the 9th grader, like, "What the hell is going on? I don't want to fight her." I'm like, "Girl, stop it. Stop it." Now imagine it's me, and that girl is 9th grade is actually Cara and actually the super producer. Okay? I'm gonna be honest. This was all me. This was all me. That's why I gotta take this L, whatever comes with it. And I say, baddest man hit my hand. The little tap for me in this situation was when the two little taps for me was when Jedediah 1 was doing subliminal messages to the super producer trying to downgrade her before all of this, and I've been peeped it, and I said, I don't never want to talk to Jedediah. She never told me everything that whatever happened with them, but whatever happened to make her take a sabbatical, she was so upset. And maybe the last straw in the confusion was when he said that he didn't like me and why she was helping me or whatever, which is child play, and that's none of your fucking business. You don't own her. You don't contract with her. And even if she did work for you, and if you did cut a check, you don't fucking own her. That don't mean that she can go work with somebody else, even though she wasn't. So that for me, when he asked her that, that's all we needed to talk about when it came to Jedediah. We were done. After that, it was me and her, straight friendship, talking about other shit, talking about Dalton, the people we met. The only real conversation we had was about when she was confused about why he said he didn't like me. When originally, our original issue was that had questions for him and his behavior. It wasn't that I didn't like Jedediah. I had a problem. I didn't like his behavior, and I had questions about it. And that's why I fell back. Was the question so important that I had to talk to this man? I'm not a dick rider like y'all. Like, oh, Jedediah want to talk to me. Okay, nah, I'm good. I'm good. No, no, no. Move on, sir. Because even if I talked to him before all of this popped off, like at that time when she tried to set it up, it was all based on my intuition, my discernment. Do you think if I would have talked to him that day that she tried to set it up, that he would have told me, well, my whole camp don't like you. They say they don't like you. You think he would have told the truth? No, I don't think so. He wouldn't have told the truth. It don't make no sense for me to deal with that. That's why I said it was no reason for me to talk to him, because one, as I say, y'all call it my feelings, but it was my intuition, and it was right. One up for me. That's why I didn't want to talk to him. I don't have to. I don't have to put my hand in the fire. If we're already not there, it don't need to go no further. God already put that block there, so I was okay with that. But what was the icing on the cake for me was to see how much she loved this guy, care about him, and the nigga was like running game. That conversation was like, why you doing this? Why you doing that? Or whatever. But running game was, you talked to me 2 days ago. I explained to you why I felt indifferent. It wasn't that I didn't like you. I felt indifferent. One of the first things was, are you the feds? Because they are differently from a civilian. I'm a nurse. I'm different from y'all. I look at things different. If I meet a nurse on the street or a first line worker, we click. We know what it is. We on team A. We about to, something happened, we popping off together. You don't think that's the same mentality for the police? Sorry, I'm getting loud. You don't think that's the same mentality for the police and the feds? Come on, where your discernment at, people? So my thing was, wait, from what I've seen is that they always stick together. They will give us a token. I'm talking about the law enforcement sometimes, and just to shut us up so it won't be riots and shit like that. Or they will send people who are known as the boule, the spooks. They will send them into our movements, bust up the movements, cause all these issues, and nothing get done. That's why black people can't get nothing done. It's called colon telling pro. This is not a lie. This is not a lie. Go look in the papers. It's not the ISIS papers. I forgot the name of it, but Colin Telling Pro. This is a government ran program. They know it. It's old. It's there, and it was to bust up all our movements. And the way that he moves is the pattern of what they do. So all of that's falling in my head, and that's why I'm like, yo, I can't really trust this shit. I can't really trust this shit. And I asked him specifically. Now tell him what you said though. Tell him now that so you want to tell people you want to make shit up. I'm gonna tell him what you said. You contract with the feds on and off. You go places. They give you stipends. And you didn't tell me what you do. What the fuck they giving you stipends for? And what I said to you, because I'm such a real nigga. I'm real. I said, yo, you suspect still. Yo, let me find out they be cutting checks for you. Hey, that's what I said to you. I said, let me find out they be cutting checks for you. I said, do you know people get paid like $70,000, $80,000 to be snitches? And he said he's not. He just goes certain places and do certain things. What that sound like to you? And I didn't even, and at that point I started getting green, so I didn't even think about it as much as I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, damn, it is really lining up to Colin selling pro a little bit. But even at that time when he told me, I'm like, cool in my head. I'm like, okay, he answered this wholeheartedly. He ain't hold no shots. He told the truth, whatever, like people know. But he's saying he's not them. He don't trust them. He's for he didn't, I mean, he didn't specifically say I'm for the people, but he kind of inclined that like Jedediah do. He won't give you straight words. He'll like kind of say some suggestive so you could take it and run with it. That's what manipulators do. So he never said I'm for the people. Fuck that. When shit hit the fan, I'm for them. I'm riding. That's me. Y'all hear me? I'm riding. Hit the fan, me and you riding. It ain't no question ands or buts about it. That was one of my first foundations of feeling weird when I kept thinking that. Like, also, damn, the president just got shot, or the vice president, whoever he is, Trump, just got shot in the ear. And you're at the White House the next day. And you're telling people they shouldn't talk about that. They should be focused on Dalton. This is what you said in your live. That definitely was like, the fuck? First and foremost, not the average person could go to the White House and then on the day after someone gets arrested. Y'all better think about that. To me, maybe I'm just suggesting. It's a little bit too much for me. It's a little bit too much for Grace Levi. It's too much. I can't. So that was definitely like, oh, this nigga in front of the White House, he got a briefing. Nigga, you ain't supposed to be part of that. You like us. They not like us. He's not like us. He's not like us. Something's not right. These are the things that y'all say I'm in my feelings, but that's pattern that leads to me having discernment. And instead of me getting burnt and having conflict with people, I just move back. But him reigniting the funny feelings, because I left it alone. I'm a Sag. One thing you know about Sagittarius, leave us alone. When we say leave us alone, leave us alone. If you come poke a bear, you're going to get it. And in his head, he knew that I'm not a shucking and jive type person. You said that. You know I'm not a bullshit ass person. You need to not be manipulative or a liar around me. I don't know how strong you think your Leviticus spirit is, but it's not strong enough to penetrate me that I'm going to follow it. I just see it, maybe have a little conflict with it and keep it moving and let Jesus Christ get you. Because I'm not about to play with you at all. Because the shit you do is sneaky, undermining, and you know about the feds this, the feds that, nigga. You not about to John F. Kennedy me. That's how much I don't trust him. And y'all think it's a game. And it's sad when I had to feel like, yo, my life could be on the line. That's why I did not tell no one I was going down there. Y'all cat for him so much that I feel like y'all could do something like what people did to Trump. Be whole psychopaths in y'all feeling for somebody who's straight a loony. Because Trump is a loony. And he had people who follow him. That's why I moved the way I did, because I would not tell people. He talking about somebody left a message. Well, how did they know you were going down there? Like somebody was telling. I went live like 4 o'clock in the morning or something and started talking to y'all saying I'm almost there. And that's when his observers on his team observed. And I don't know who was the observer. That's when super producer called me and like, yo, you headed up there? Da-da-da. I didn't know you was up there. That was literally the real first conversation I had with her. The first conversation that when I talked about she hit me up was through text. And I got that whole text and everything that I said. And she seemed disappointed because I didn't even want to talk to him. And I know she was like, no, it's good to talk. I don't want to talk to him. He's not my friend. He don't move like my friend. I know he's not my friend. He's not a person that wants to work with me because, like, disappointment in her a little bit. I heard it. And I was like, whatever. I'm going to protect myself because, as I told y'all, from that day when I went off because I felt like my hand got tapped. You subliminally send a message to the super producer. I'm not saying that she don't defend herself, But I'm looking at her like the girl, the ninth grader. And I had to ask God why I do this, and I didn't know I was doing this, but I was like, fuck it, I'm about to hook off. I didn't tell y'all what I did. I don't be acting, I'm jumping around. I forgot to tell y'all what ended up happening. So the girl was looking at me like I was crazy. She hit my hand, she tapped my hand, and I knocked Faja the fuck out. I knocked that 11th grader the fuck out. Knocked her ass out. Fucking glasses broken, everything. Talking about we in the office. Talking about, she gotta fix my glasses. Bitch, I'm not fixing nothing. You a bully. I'm the bully that knocks out bullies. How about that? So I always been on that time. So that makes y'all understand why I reacted the way I did, because I felt like you were taking it to the limit. My hand was tapped. You disrespecting super producer. This lady love you. She won't even talk nothing bad about you. She holding all your fucked up secrets that I know it get worse. I know something ain't right, but she won't tell me. It's cool. All we kept talking about when we did talk, when we moved forward, and she came off her sabbatical, was making videos. She said she was making her own page. I said, that's what's up. What could I do? What could I do? Okay? I could ask why, but she don't have to tell me why. I know it's more. That woman, why would she choose me? I got 500 views and trying to be blackballed by everybody. She's not choosing me. She's choosing herself. Y'all don't realize that. Y'all don't realize that she's choosing herself. Because she put too much into him. It's not funny. I'm laughing because I'm glad I ain't do that shit. My little bit of hurt ain't nothing. But she's strong. She's strong. So like I said, the second tap was him doing the same thing he do. I got very upset because, one, the only reason why I said I was going to help, or not even help, we just talked about it. After we did our live and did the interview with Miss Cara, she was fired up. I was fired up. We saw the injustice. It was enough. And whatever we could do. Talking about, oh, you give out broken promises, fake promises. No, I didn't promise nobody. I said, whatever we could do together, I would help you. We would do this together to get her name back out there and talking about it. And if it wasn't for people like me, he wouldn't even be talking about it. And that's what made me mad, because that's when I saw the opportunists come out. These are people's lives. Even if they don't know that they literally about to be sick as hell and somebody about to poison them. I'm the nurse. No, he's about to poison you. And that's what I saw. You poisoned the Kanika Jenkins case. You poisoned the case with the little girl on the couch. You poisoned it. When I tell y'all, if you got a poison hand, you cut it off. Now y'all understand what I'm saying? I can't. This is all in the Bible. The man who preaches to y'all and don't understand the Bible or don't read it, talking about, I got to read up on the Bible so I can pray. How you going to read up in a few days and you in this much? You know how long it takes you to read the Bible and get an understanding for you to even give a word? I don't even feel like my word is sufficient. I don't want y'all following me to the depth. I'm not about to go to God and he be like, look what you told the people and it was lies and you about to burn. I'm going to burn for myself. That's why I said I'm not going to burn with Jedediah with his shit. Now, that's the selfish in me. I'm not following. I'm not doing that. I am not y'all cult leader. I'm not y'all leader. I am Grace Levi, also known as Siobhan Lashley, Nurse Lashley. Go read the credentials. I think I'm good on paper. I'm good on person, but I'm a little rough around the edges. It is what it is. Accept me or you don't. But we make things happen. Literally, Newark. Great people came out of Newark. Great movements came out of Newark. Great minds came out of Newark. Great philosophers. I'm not going to let y'all downgrade me because I came from Newark. Y'all scared. Newark is like Haiti. I got three deputies. I'm black and a woman. My family is from Haiti. Y'all motherfuckers have y'all issues about that. And I'm from one of the roughest places in Newark. And we got our own lingo and our own language. And when I say things, you try to use it against me too. Even though you know my words be fly. You know our shits be fire. We make up our own shit. You know our words be fire. Trash her. Trash the bitch. You know you like it. Anyway, I'm over this. I spoke my piece. I know I was a little bit all over the place. Y'all put the pieces together. I'm not going. This is what my main thing was, not to let Money Boy Trey, Jedediah, and his mother control any narrative. I don't care. Y'all can say what y'all want, feel the way y'all want, but I'm gonna put the truth out there. And the truth is, you say, it's my feelings, that's my bitch, I was right. My discernment, they didn't like me. And what I told Jedediah, to know me is to love me. And guess what? As soon as the super producer met me, we was love at first sight. Ride or die. Because she's a good person. And I wanted to be like that with Jedediah. Just because I see the light in him. It could be better. I pray for him. I pray for him. He even said, F me, which was fine. I don't care. But he called her a bitch. He called the super producer a bitch. If y'all knew what I knew, he wouldn't even, oh my God. I don't know how he could do that. I don't know how he could call her a bitch. And she's such an outstanding woman. She better than me. You would have been better calling me a bitch than her. I'm just keeping it real. You didn't, her, out of all people? Y'all need to think about that. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm gonna do whatever I do. If Miss Cara, I love her. If she do her thing and she feel like Jedediah can help her, and she don't want me part of it because of whatever, I love her. I don't want her to feel that way. But if she does, it's cool. I'm just giving y'all a heads up. If she does or whatever it may be, I'm still gonna dedicate 10% of my earnings to her daughter and to her, because the only reason why I decided to help is because even to this day, and it flashed in my head, I see her daughter face. I see Alexis' face. I love Alexis. I don't know this little girl. That's why I want to help her. That's why I want to do whatever I can do. He act like he has some executed thing. He's all over the place. He don't have, if you've been doing this for all these years, where's your mapped out plan and agenda? Like, we do this step, this step, this step. We meet this person, this person, this person. This is what I'm going to structureize as time go on, because I'm a systematic person. I'm not all over the place. But just because I don't know how to do it right now don't mean I'm not going to know how to do it. Come on now. It's just like putting a care plan together. I was in nursing school. They literally took my care plan, and I'm gonna brag because I'm the project chick. I'm the hood chick. They will always take my shit and use it as an example. Use my 13-page care plan and made all the nursing students mad as hell that they had to do a 13-page care plan. Talking about, this is the most detailed, good care plan, and y'all need to follow Lashley's one. And they like, damn, Lashley, you put the fucking stakes too high. And that's what I do. And that's why people are a little bit nervous around me, because they see that they have to at least try to do better. I don't want you're not perfect, but at least try to do better. And the ones that's not willing to do that, they do this. They do this. So what set me off was Jedediah's subliminal messages that y'all was not paying attention to, where he was throwing little jabs since she came off her sabbatical, and he made the announcement to y'all. Y'all wasn't paying attention. And then he do the manipulative stuff I just showed y'all in my shorts. They will downgrade somebody and then try to do something like boasty so you won't pay attention. So he downgraded the super producer and then started talking about his other people and how they don't call out and how one person was dying, son died, to gain sympathy from y'all. Y'all don't understand the manipulation. Y'all need to take a psychology book and read it. I saw it through. I said, damn, this nigga going through all phases. Yo, he got this down packed. He got it down packed. I deal with them crazies in the hospital. You don't think that they sit down and listen to me? Because I see right through them. They be like, okay, I'm going to sit down. Every fucking time. And that's why I think Jedediah choose to use the super producer as his point of afflection versus me too much, and make it seem like, oh, I have love for you. I love you. No, you don't. No, you didn't. You a liar. I know that. I know a motherfucker don't love me. Don't lie to me. It's okay. Don't lie. He would have been better. No, I think he's better doing that with her because she's more passive. And he know that she is so loyal. He read her. He read her right. To this day, I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it 1,000 times. Super producer, do not talk about Jedediah. Maybe if she did, I'll be coming here telling y'all more of what he did. They like, fuck it. Lashley a truth teller. She don't give a fuck. If she, only way she not telling is if you say, don't tell nobody. I'm telling. I told y'all. I'm telling. So, you patient confidentiality. I'm quiet. Things like that's real sensitive. I'm quiet. This not sensitive. Jedediah ain't sensitive. This ain't no secret. We don't need to do this in the background. Everything he do in the front. Everybody life he have destroyed or messed up or did something to was in a limelight. Why do I have to talk to him in secret? Why do he get the respect of that and everything he do is in the limelight? Talking about I don't come on my platform talking about people, bringing people down. Yes, you do. And that's outside of, I'm not talking about Burgundy Boo, I'm not talking about LNC and them. No, I'm not on that shit. My enemy, my friend. No. Y'all do your thing, I do my thing. I'm not stupid, y'all. No. Nigga, I ain't get my head blown off. I'm from Newark. Once a snake, always a snake. We don't do that. We don't do that. We want real nigga shit. We don't have fake beefs in Newark. The beefs in Newark leads to death. That's why I don't beef with people. I don't understand fake beef. And I don't understand being mad at you, be your friend, mad at you, be your friend. I don't understand that. People be mad and people be dead where I'm from. Even in Haiti. We loyal. We have this conflict of interest or talk to each other or have issues. But for you to be disloyal, a snake, try to set people up, you're done. Your good is done in both places I'm from. Both places I'm from, we don't deal with disloyalty. You're dead. You won't make it on the streets in Newark, and you won't make it in Newark. I mean, in Haiti. So why do you? This is me. This is me. This is why I think the way I do. And I know y'all like life ain't that rough, but you a damn lie. Wait till shit hit the fan. Y'all have not had the bombs hit United States the way it's going to. Y'all haven't faced the repercussions of your leaders being bullies. I've watched this. I've seen it happen in my country where my leaders being they in Haiti, they being the bullies, and some people following them blindly. And guess what's happening? We all suffering. And then everybody, they go kill them. I be watching that shit. I'm like, I don't want nobody to die. I'm about to leave. I'm about to fuck y'all. Y'all crazy. Maybe I'm extreme. But I look at that now as not like physical death, but it is death of the spirit, death of your freedom of being, death of your critical thinking. They want you to own nothing and be happy. They want you to own no thoughts, own no money, support they shit. You know what I could, somebody's stupid self, look at me. He said, I gotta admit when I'm thinking for somebody, you could have did something better with your $350. Shut the hell up. I'm glad I donated to the Head Week because it was for Dalton. But I was like, shut it up. Extracting money from the people. Whole single mother. I don't care how many times I say I'm a nurse. I'm broke like y'all niggas until I make it. Okay? And when I make it, I'm going to teach y'all how to make it. I don't want y'all to be under me, begging me for shit. Telling me, I need this, I need y'all self-fucking efficient. That's the type. If God making me a leader, that's the leader I am. I'm like, God, I'm making leaders. They was going to lead themselves. It is not my fault. It is not my fault. I am not burning in hell for them. No, I gave them the tools and they did whatever. That's only God going to get me for. So that's my word. Anyway, and I may come back and say something else. If Jedediah want to bring it, keep bringing people on his show, bring his mama, bring his cousin, make up shit, I may do. He may be the flexion of my podcast because this is maybe somebody was like, what happened to we're in podcast radio? Here we go. There we go. And my hot topic started the other day when I was talking about what I was talking about. How about that? Let's build it off the back of Jedediah. How about that? We build it off the back of my name. Everybody builds something off the back of somebody or something or some topic. You think you so special. Cheese but special. Anyway, love you, Jedediah. Talking about you love me. You're a damn liar. Bye. Fucking manipulator.